This is your Chapter 1, Day 4 homework. In this video we'll be doing numbers 2, 13, and 8, so please get your homework out and look at number 2, number 13, and that is 82, not 8, 82. Alright, for number 2, the question being asked is BD, so from B to D, I outline that real quick, from B to D, is that congruent? So that symbol I just drew right there, that means congruent. This is a symbol you need to get to know. You're going to use this all year long. And congruent means basically equal to. So is BD equal to CE? Okay, and we're talking about lengths. If we're talking about a line, we're talking about lengths. Is BD congruent to CE? So what we need to know is the length of BD and the length of CE. How do we find the length from the length of BD? Well, if we look right there, the line I just drew on the graph is 0. If you were to take so we're going to find the length from B to D real quick, from B to D. And what I like to do is I find the absolute value of -6. I want to know how far away from 0, so this is 0, is -6. -6 is 6 away from 0. Okay, so that will get me this distance right here. Now I look from 0 to 3 because I got to get all the way to D, so we're looking at BD. It is the distance, or the absolute value of 3, which is still just 3. If we add them up, the distance from B to D is 9. Okay, so BD equals 9. Okay, so segment CE is equal to what? So if we do just like we did last time, I'm going to trace from C to E. Well, this is just 1 to 7, so if we just do 7 minus 1, that will equal 6. So CE is 6. So if I ask you if these two segments are congruent, is 9 congruent to 6, or is 9 equal to 6, you would say no. Okay, for number 13, we have this segment PTQ, or segment PQ. It's asking us to find the length of PT. So if it says find PT, they want you to find the length of PT. So some information we have is that PT is equal to 5x plus 3. So the length from P to T right there is 5x plus 3. Let's put that in our drawing. Okay, so we had the 5x plus 3 on PT. Also, TQ, so length from T to Q is equal to 7x minus 9. So if we do the same thing, come to our drawing, we will make this 7x minus 9. There's one really important information that I did not put on this drawing that's in your book. It's this mark here and this mark here. Okay, those are called tick marks. What that tells us, that tells us that those two things are congruent, or equal to each other. So if we know these two segments are equal to each other, we can write an equation where they're equal to each other. So the equation is 5x plus 3 is equal to 7x minus 9. So the two segments we are looking at are both equal chunks, so we can put them both on each side of the equal sign and set them equal to each other. This will help us solve for x. Going through our algebra now. Okay, if we subtract 5x from both sides, and I'm going to do two steps at once, and I'm going to add 9 to both sides. Right here, what we will get is this cancels out. We've got 12 over here equals 2x here. And then we divide by 2, and x equals 6. Now, x is 6, but that doesn't tell us the length from P to T. Just so to find the length from P to T, right here, like we want to find, we need to take this, or the 6, and we need to plug it back in way up here for x. Okay, we know PT is 5x plus 3, so now let's rewrite our equation plugging it in. So instead of 5x plus 3, what we're going to write is 5 times 6 plus 3. And 5 times 6 is 30, plus 3 equals 33. So our answer for the length of PT is going to be 33. And they didn't give us any units, so we'll just leave it at 33. Alright, this video is long enough, so we're out of time. We're going to skip number 82. If you have any other questions, make sure to ask.